Okay. Well, new channel. What's going on, everybody? For those that don't know, Chris one or C one, and you are. Look, main thing is this is going to be generally a vlog esque type channel where I'm just going over various different things that are on my mind, things that are just literally potentially what am I trying to say here? Um, my journey through content creation and just self improvement in general. Uh, that you guys can't guess by the fancy little creative name that I came up with. C1's thoughts. C1 being myself, or you can look at it in the point of view of seeing one's thoughts. So, a little creative thing. But, anyways, first video, and there is a lot on my mind right now. I guess I can start off with a little bit of a backstory about myself. Uh, I've been wanting to do various forms of content creation since I was young. I wish I still had the videos from way back in the day of when I took a TV tuner, plugged up my GameCube to it, and started recording gameplay of Fantasy Star Online episodes 1 and 2 and Resident Evil 4. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna throw these on YouTube, and I'm gonna be all cool and stuff, and make people be amazed at my gaming skills because I'm young. Like, granted, around that time I was probably like no more than like what, maybe like 14, 15 ish. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna upload these videos and I'm gonna do all these different things. I was into role playing. Like, I had message boards, like on Pro Boards. If you remember what Pro Boards is, you might need to get your back checked. In all honesty, because my back be hurting a lot. Like, literally, we're gonna talk about work here as well. But I had a bunch of different friends that I had on different various message boards at school. Um, Even on Guy Online. Do you guys know what Guy Online is? Did yeah, you kind of getting up there in age. Maybe you might be a new person that have just checked it out. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, but um, I like literally like RPing was like one of my pastimes that I enjoyed doing as a teenager, as well as just various different things. Gaming clearly. I've been gaming since I was a little kid. In all honesty, like I don't even remember when the first time I held a controller, but I know when the first time I actually got my own little handheld Game Boy back in the day. Ended up, hopefully my mom does not see this. My brother convinced me to open up my Christmas present, and we ended up playing. I know I got a Game Boy, and I ended up picking Super Mario Land 2, and I was just kind of like, brother was playing it, and I was watching him playing it. I played it a little bit, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling this right now. So I was like, I wonder if I could ask her to take it back, and end up getting the Zelda one. So that's exactly what happened, and then as you guys know, Link's Awakening is still very, very near and dear to my heart. So yeah, Zelda easily became one of my favorite franchises. Game series just out there. But getting completely sidetracked here. Uh, Back to my whole content creation journey aspect of things is that, I was wanting to do some form of YouTube. YouTube still intimidates me even to this point in time. I have my other channel where I do a lot of my gaming stuff over there, but this channel is going to be kind of like a direct response to me just venting, discussing, speaking my thoughts out clearly, free as day. I am kind of like all over the place. I'm realizing that right now. And I'm just going to be direct with you guys for those that check it out. So this might inspire some people. I do not consider myself one of the most entertaining content creators out there. I need to improve on a lot of different things. This is going to help me self reflect on a lot of these things. I ended up watching one of Devin Nash's videos where he interviewed Pirate Software, and if you guys have not seen that, maybe I should throw it in the comments or put it in the description or something like that. Um, but literally, I ended up watching that, and he ended up saying like, um, he's 37, and he hasn't exactly. I don't like how this lighting is looking a little bit right now, but it's okay. He ended up saying like he's 37, and he has just like kind of like more so within the year ish or so popped off, and I know for a while, like in my eyes, I feel like I got started late. In all honesty, I made my Twitch account, which was actually still Justin TV at the time, on December 24th, 2010. Um, I was 20 at the time. I really didn't come back to Twitch until like 2012, 2020, 2020, 2012, 2013-ish. Um, and then that's around the time when I actually started to actually do my forms. Like I did a couple of streams here and there, but like I didn't have a solid foundation. I didn't have my aesthetic. I didn't have that agent persona. I didn't have all that stuff developed. But like I did a few streams here and there, and then I would see everybody else. And the main thing that would always hold me back is that I was always kind of like somewhat comparing myself to everyone else that I would watch. Um, those that know me, have been in the community, or just know me in general, know that I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and I thought I was the hottest person out there. I was just like, you know what? Granted, online was still like a learning experience, and I didn't know what I didn't know. So I was like, yeah, I can beat Resident Evil pretty fast, and then that's how I ended up coming across the level best, whom you guys should also definitely check out on Twitch. On I think he still has his YouTube channel up. But he was a young kid. He was literally, I think he was like, I think I met him when I was like, he was 15. Mind you, I was literally probably like 20-ish, 23, 24-ish, somewhere around there when I actually met Level. And seeing him do like night or running through Resident Evil relatively very quickly, Resident Evil 3 at that. And I was just impressed. I'm like, wow, like hold on, like there's I what I don't know is what I don't know. Like he's beating the game a lot faster than I could at the time. He was one of the he had the world record at the time. And so I'm just like, I'm getting caught up in seeing everybody else, and I'm just seeing the things that they are offering, they're doing, they're showing, they're communicating, and they're just giving to the gaming sphere. And that created this thing known as self doubt inside of myself. And I'm just like, what do I have to offer? And then as a result, I didn't really stream as much, but I attached myself to everybody because it's just like, I might not be the most entertaining person. I might not have this speed running skills, but I can help people develop their communities. I can be a productive member in those communities. I can actually help create vibes and stuff. And what I was actually doing was, not only was I just taking a backseat into not streaming myself, but I was developing a personality. I was developing community building skills, and I was just learning from watching them. And I did this for quite a while. I would stream every so often here and there because I was just like, I would take what I learned and I would bring that back to my stream. And then I would, go back. I would be mods. Eventually I would get to like a mod level or mod status in some of these communities. The level best channel, I became a mod in his channel. Abraham Linksys, who later changed his name to Lodi, I became a mod in his channel. J Rock the God, literally one of the dopest people that I've met. Like, legit call that man a brother. Um, Ended up meeting him at TwitchCon, which is funny enough. Like, it's one of like the greatest meeting stories because of the fact that like I'm coming up an escalator, mind you, we have never seen each other in person. I back in the day, I'd never streamed with a camera. Um, we can get into that all a bit later, maybe another video or something like that. We'll see. But literally, I came up an escalator. I was messaging him on, I think it might have been like, Discord was even out back then, mind you. I don't even know how we were even like communicating, in all honesty, but I just knew that like it might have been Skype. I don't know. Discord might have been out. I don't know. I can't remember. But the point is that like I messaged him like, yo, I'm coming up the escalator, and there's just a bunch of people everywhere. We've never seen each other at once, but then he just, as soon as I come up the escalator, turned, looked, like it was just like a bunch of people walking by, and he's just like, yo, Chris. And I'm like, yo, J Rock. And it's just like, boom. We just like connected, bros. Ever since then, every convention that we go to, kicking it, chatting, hanging out with people, chopping it up with everybody. It's always like, it's literally like it's one of those situations where like if you have a friend that you don't communicate with for a set period of time, but then the next time like y'all interact, it's just like y'all pick up exactly where y'all left off at. That's how it is every time we see each other at a convention. It's just like nothing's been missing, nothing's been lost. Granted, we still communicate outside of that, but it's just always like immediately picking back up where we left off at. And same thing with Level. I consider Level like, I can't even say little brother. Granted, I am a fair bit older than Level, but not by a whole lot. But it's like there's things like he has life experiences that I don't have, and things that he's done, and I have things that I've done that he hasn't done. And I consider like at one point in time it was like a little bro, big bro thing, but now it's just more so like it's a brother. Like J Rock, Level, consider them brothers. Um, and literally, like I've learned through all of them I can't forget Sensei CJ. Like that's another dope content creator. You guys should definitely check out Twitch Sensei. I believe you might be able to find him under that name. But Sensei CJ is definitely one of the another creator that I've taken a very strong liking to as far as just learning from him, seeing how he operates and handles his community, and just maneuvers around things. Community building is like literally like one of his forefront things. Like that's like granted how much people respect him and how much he will not necessarily shy away from the limelight, but more so just kind of like I'll probably need to edit in the whole thing with Miles Morales. Is just nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like that's literally how he is. He's just like I won't. He doesn't tweet a whole lot. He won't post on Instagram. He won't do all that stuff. But like when he does say something, everyone stops, sees it, and responds to it, reacts to it, interacts with it and stuff. And then he's just off back to the dojo, literally just building things for the community, doing as much stuff as he can to give everyone a great experience. And so to jump back to me, I've gotten to a point where it's just like, look, I've been doing this for entirely too long now, and there might be some people out there that are just kind of like, man, I'm 22, I'm 23, I'm 24, I'm 25, I'm 30, I'm 33, I'm actually 34, and this is gonna it's gonna be kind of like a journey. I'm not the biggest streamer. Clearly, I'm not the biggest streamer. I don't even have a check mark yet. I'm not like well known. Like I'm known in communities and I'm known around Twitch by some various different creators. But as far as just like being out there, being seen, and all that stuff, it's not me. I'm not there yet. But if I can show people my path, my journey, they might get inspiration from it. They might learn something. They might be inspired to do something different. And that's what this channel is going to basically be. It's going to be me showcasing my struggles because for those that don't know, I work a full-time job. I'm a federal worker. Not to be confused with a government worker because a lot of people think that a mailman is a government worker. We're federal. Um, and that consumes a lot of my time. The past couple of days here, I've been going in at 8:30, and sometimes I've been getting off at 8:30 p.m. I go in at 8:30 a.m. and getting off at 8:30 p.m. Let that sit that in, and then I also want to try to develop a streaming channel. I want to grow my community. I love my community to death. Shout outs to Potsy, shout outs to Rexy, shout outs to Odin, all the familiar names that always pop up. Miss Sav, Zero, that's another person. That kid, like, granted, like I consider him a little brother because of the fact that I've kind of like low key watched him grow up. Like he kind of joined in on my channel a little bit too early, and the first thing he was kind of saying was just like, "Yo, can I play Call of Duty with y'all?" And I'm just like, you know what? I'll give this person a chance. And literally just watching him, like he was still in high school at the time, and then now that he is out of high school, he's an adult. Got a chance to meet him at the Las Vegas TwitchCon in person. Just all the various people that I've met on Twitch in general, like Brother Genesis, uh, Low Down Dirty Shane. That dude is a character. Just I got a chance to hang out with them multiple times. I like literally we set up outside from like 10 p.m. to about like 3 a.m. just chatting, talking and stuff. Um, Jalapeno Poppy. I consider like I've met him in Lodi's channel, and I've considered him a little brother. Granted, he's not that much younger than me, but like he's I there's a lot of people that I've like met over the years that I just truly appreciate, and I a lot of the times I don't give everyone their flowers, and it's not because I'm jealous or anything of that nature. It's just like I develop a certain level of friendship, and it's just like I don't always communicate exactly how I feel about everything. I'm kind of closed off. For those that don't know, I've been in the military, so like certain aspects to me are still kind of closed off just due to just different experiences and life experiences and whatnot. Um, but uh, him, Jalapeno Poppy, Heno, shouts to Crazy Kaze. Like I appreciate him as well. Like there's just too many people for me to genuinely list that I've been friends with over the years. Pop Notes Hearts, Neku, the bundle of energy that is Neku. I like everyone that I've met over the years have like not only have I learned various different things from, but I've grown to truly appreciate these people because of the fact that it's just being on this content creation journey is it's a struggle because of the fact that it's like when I first had these ideas, I had friends in real life that I was like close to that I would hang out with, and I wanted to bring them with me on this journey. And that might not, and that's one thing that a lot of people got to realize is that your actual like friends that you hang out with in person might not be meant to go with you if you're wanting to do a like this type of journey. And you will be on it alone until you start developing these friendships and these connections with various different people that are in the same field. My number one thing that I guess I want to like point out in this video before like I ramble on for entirely too long is that connect with people that share your same mindset, that want to grow, that that either inspire you or build up something within you to want to do more. Like that's what's going to help propel you. That's what's going to help you go forward. I've been watching like I said, I watched a lot of various different videos. The one like with Devin Nash and Pirate Software, another creator, Lord Heck. Um, I remember seeing his videos on TikTok, and I was just like, "Yo, who's this dude that's playing Call of Duty with like the Switch motion control, like the Joy Cons?" I'm like, what the heck? Like that's different. And then his videos kept popping up. I'm like, yo, this is kind of popping up. I'm like, it's good to see another black creator out here doing some dope things. And then out of nowhere, like I haven't seen so much from him, and then I just happened to look over onto YouTube, and he's just talking about like different things and stuff, and how he's kind of like transitioned over and just he starts doing these types of videos. And that's the reason why I've made my own personal channel so I can do these type of videos, because of the fact that it's just like I have experience. I might like again, like I said, I'm not the biggest creator, but I've been doing this long enough that some of my words might rub off on somebody else, and they might need to see someone that's not quite there yet but is on their way there. I believe that eventually I will make it to the point there where I'll be considered a what I consider a successful content creator, and someone's going to look back, find my videos, and be like, "Yo, like I'm in the same situation as him. I'm working a full time job. I can't necessarily do all the creation videos, all the things that I want to do, but somehow he was in that same situation. He found a way to get through it. So that means that I can do it." Or maybe somebody might be in a situation where it's just like, I don't feel like I'm the most entertaining person, because I personally don't feel like I'm the most entertaining person. I have a dry cadence. I mean, can you not tell from how I'm talking to you guys right now? But at the exact same time, it's just like I fostered a community around who I was. I was able to express who I am through my content creation, through my streams, through my videos and stuff. And people took a liking to that, and then they stuck around. So even if you don't find yourself to be the most entertaining person, one, you have to work on yourself. Always try to improve, be better by 1%, if not 0.1%. Just improve as much as you can day by day. And eventually you'll get to a point where you'll feel comfortable about being able to do this, and just just express yourself. That, in all honesty, be the best version of yourself. Put your best version of yourself that you can forward, and allow people to see that, because some people might resonate with that. And then next thing you know, you've created a community, and with the community, you can the sky's the limit. It's just literally you're just going to keep going further and further. Um, Again, it's this is kind of like a weird video because it's just like one, it's explaining what's going to be going on in the channel. So if you guys have any suggestions, any things that you might want to hear me talk about, any major plot points or just various different things, drop them in the comments below. This is we're getting close to like 19 minutes. Well, actually, we are over 19 minutes now. I guess if you've made it to the end of this video, if you've made it to this point in the video necessarily, give me a hashtag new beginnings. Tell me some things that you want to hear me talk about, some things that you want me to try to address, um, as well as just like something that you want to improve or do moving forward in life. Because it's just like, again, a lot of people try to wait till like the new year. I'm like, oh yeah, new year, new me. I'm going to start doing these things. Don't do that. Don't wait. Just do it now. Lock in and just keep working at it, keep grinding it out, because eventually you're going to get better. And as you get better with doing things, it's going to come easier. And when it comes easier, you'll just keep progressing and getting further. Why push that off until the start of a new year when you can start doing it now? And then who knows what could have happened at the beginning of the new year? It just only makes sense to me in my eyes. At any rate, let me get on out of here because I also got to go stream. I have not been live in a couple of days, and I need to play some PSO. I haven't played PSO in a while. For those that don't know, I'm an official creator for PSO2 NGS. And if you want to catch me live, Chris One, literally Twitch, or you can go to my YouTube channel, Chris One. All that stuff is gonna be linked into the profile on here. I'll have links to like my TikTok, my Instagram, all that stuff. If you wanted to check me out on like while I'm live, you'll be able to go over there. If you want to see my gaming stuff, same thing with Twitch. But yeah, leave me some comments. Tell me talk to me. Let me know what's going on with you guys so that we can have some new topics moving forward that we can talk about various different things. All right. I rambled on long enough. Peace out.